Today, we have a wonderful Baldwin BP190 brand new piano in satin ebony. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, this is Glenn Treibitz for Hollywood Piano, and today I'm really happy to present to you a brand new Baldwin BP190 grand piano. Now this piano has it all. It looks beautiful. It's a satin ebony finish, which has been the Baldwin traditional finish for so many years, just like the Steinway finish. And it's got a beautiful tone. And the thing about Baldwins are they have this great power, but they also have a great beauty to them. And we're very pleased to have this piano demonstrated by our very good friend, Renee Vanasse. You've heard her many times before, and she's going to play for you the Golliwog's Cakewalk by Debussy. So listen and enjoy. Renee, it was really a pleasure to hear you play that. It's one of my favorite pieces. And when I was an aspiring music student way back when at the Mannes School of Music, I remember getting that entire book, The Children's Corner, and playing all the pieces. And you know, they are fun pieces. And I don't know, why was it called The Children's Corner?
Because he dedicated the entire book to his daughter, Choo Choo.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, for a young pianist who maybe classical music isn't their first music, it's very captivating, you know.
It really was. It's so much fun.
And it pulls you in. But before you played, you said, you know, you had a kind of an interesting story about the Golliwog's Cakewalk. But before you say that, I just want to let everybody know that Renee and I are more than 6 feet apart, and I'm standing right up against the wall by this piano. So I don't want anybody to think that we're breaking any kind of social distancing rules. So, and my mask is in my pocket, and when we're done, it goes right back on. So just wanted to say that. So tell me about, you said there was an interesting story about the Golliwog's Cakewalk.
Well, actually, Debussy had a very good friend whose name was Wagner. And Wagner had just finished writing the Tristan and Isolde, which is a very, very romantic and very, very sad opera. And at the end of it, Isolde is holding Tristan's dead body, and she's saying, "See how his heart is beating for me." I mean, it's a very, oh my goodness, it's very poetic and very, it couldn't happen, but it did in opera. So everyone would cry every time they heard this, and it was this part. But he did it. He had the two notes there. Anyhow, being such a good friend and such a jolly man, Debussy said, "Well, you know, I could make everybody laugh when they hear that." And so he created the Golliwog's Cakewalk. And
right.
with this kind of thing afterwards, you know. So everybody laughed, and Wagner never spoke to him again.
Oh, that is hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yes, well.
So the great Wagner with those huge broad operas had very little sense of humor.
No sense of humor at all. That's okay.
Renee, so you're playing here on a Baldwin BP190. So this is a reincarnation of the famous Baldwin L. And this is a piano that's, you know, American design and American hardwoods like rock maple and an outer rim, as Baldwin's always used. And tell me your impressions, honestly. This is your first time playing this piano.
Yes, it is. Baldwin has made a really incredible comeback, so to speak. I think the pianos are every bit as good and maybe even better than they were in the 40s.
That's
And I love this piano because you can do anything with it. I can play very loud with it if I wished. I could play very soft. Obviously, it has a good bounce to it because in the Golliwog Cakewalk, you get a lot of bounce.
Yeah.
But it's just a very pleasant piano to play. It does what I ask it to do.
Great.
And all pianos don't always do what you ask them to do.
That's
so
true.
This is a joy.
That's true. And then this one is in the traditional Baldwin satin ebony hand-rubbed finish.
I love it.
So it's really gorgeous.
Yes. It's a joy to look at and a joy to play.
Great. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I really hope you enjoyed listening to Renee play this wonderful piece. And for those of you who are learning piano, you know, this is a great collection of music. The Children's Corner by Debussy. And when I was learning piano, they were really fun to play and really kept your interest. About the Baldwin, I would say one of the reasons it has that great sound is the way it's built. It's got a maple inner and outer rim, and it does that on a piano this size for about a quarter of the price of another famous American brand that has a maple and inner and outer rim. That's a Steinway. So about a quarter of the price, a little bit more than that, but close to about a quarter of the price to get a piano that's built from similar types of hardwood, which is rock maple inner and outer rims. There are no other pianos you can buy other than Steinway, Mason and Hamlin, or Baldwin that have a rock maple inner and outer rim, just like the very best hand-built pianos that have ever been made. So if you enjoyed this piano, we have it in stock in our Burbank location. Come on and see it. So I hope you enjoyed this Debussy Golliwog's Cakewalk. And if you did, please subscribe to our channel, like our content, and comment down below. We really, really appreciate it when you do that. It helps our Google Analytics, and we really appreciate it. Thanks. This is Glenn Treibitz saying bye for now, and remember, there's no life without music, and there's no music without life. See you soon.
Hollywood, that's Groovy Valley, Hooey Hollywood.